Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Now, before we begin, obviously housekeeping. I don't know why I keep saying this, right? But no, I need to. Okay, we need to try to roll as much as we can. So that's one. And no, quick housekeeping. I need to turn on my game. Need to turn on brawlers. Let's see if tonight it's another cold night. Nah, highly doubt it, right? Because it's a community tournament night. That's right. No, that's it. I have nothing else to say. I need to do some checks on. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, we have a topic. We're gonna start off with this. Okay. While doing my housekeeping, we have a topic, and it is an interesting topic that I want to put it out there, and that is Funko. Funko is, I won't say in deep trouble yet, but signs point to trouble. And we want to go and take a look what's happening on the Funko side, as far as I know, as much as I could dig up. Okay, so that's that. And at the same time, not to say I'm under the weather, but oh my goodness, my my body is aching for unknown reasons. And I say unknown, actually unknown reasons, I would say. Right? I don't know whether it's fatigue or not, but it's aching. It's aching. Not a big fan of it. Okay, let's see. I mean, it is community tournament, so let's see our first match of the night. Okay, and then we're gonna go through a little bit on what you call it? What uh what's up with Tyranno Studios? Okay, I got lost there. Okay, all right. Looks like we already have our first match. I'm gonna just copy this guy over here. Hello there. Oh, come on. Why my spelling is rubbish? All right, hello there. Boop. All right, put in the code. All right, put in good luck, have fun over there as well. And ta-da! All right, so that is that. All right, okay. What else? Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6. Okay, 6 total. Yeah, 6 total. All right, sweet. Sweet. Okay, so with that, let's go to some housekeeping while I wait for what do you call this? For what do I need? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know whether it's fatigue, but I am not saying zone out or blank out. I want to say something, but I've forgotten what it is. It is simple as it is. Oh my goodness. Or I'm not just feeling it today, right? No, no. All right, the show is like I said, the show will go on, right? Hey there, Lou. Welcome to the stream. But more importantly, like, no. Okay, I will power through. All right. So we have some Funko news. We have some housekeeping that we need to do. Hey there, Britta. Welcome to the stream. And that is for the game. That's right. I need to release a functional version by the end of the month, and that's the reason why I've been pushing a lot. So we got next week until next week, and I already started testing this week. So I try to iron out as much things as I can, and maybe because of that I've been putting not say too much hours, okay, but yeah, I don't want to say I put too much time and get fatigue out of it, but maybe it's other stuff. Okay, I'm not saying anything else. I just want to say that it not uh, yeah, that's it. Okay. Anyway, no. So with that, we're gonna put a and I say put we're gonna talk a bit tonight. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we have that. Let's see. All right. So let's do a little bit of housekeeping. And thank you for raiding with a party of 6. Lou remix, basically from Lou. Okay, cool. And for those who are new, welcome to the stream. All right. Where I need to go through. Okay, today I have to go through the list just a little bit more thoroughly. Let's see if I miss anything. So let's start off with the most important thing, not the topic. All right, the topic I will jump in after about this housekeeping session. Okay, devlog. All right, updated the things that I need to talk about. Done. What else? Announcement. Do we have any announcement that I want to announce? I don't have an announcement just yet, but we're gonna have another November drop at the end of the month. So that's also a task for myself. However, I already have one, but I don't think that's gonna be a November drop. However, it is gonna be a drop in November. I'm gonna give out a to celebrate the soft launch, I'm gonna call it, right? The soft launch, because I have a few things I want to check back and forth. Need to not say update the assets as well, but I need to update the assets, add more things down the line. So we're gonna celebrate the first soft launch at the end of November as well, and I need to make a drop. So we have that, and I already know what I want to do for that. Okay, it's gonna be the title card for the game. Okay, so that is that. And did Chris show? Oh well, he was in the chat. That's about it. I already put the code in the chat and nothing happens. Nothing? Nothing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, no. No plate. 0 plate at the moment. Okay, anyway. So with that, all right. So with that, let's see. Okay, so the drop is done. All right, the logistic part of the drop, we will do something, and actually today will be the most important test for me, because this would tell me whether do I need to do a lot of back-end overhauling, retrofitting, which I'm going to tell you a little story later on. And unfortunately, I failed. Okay, I'm going to say I failed. All right, so that's one. Story. Okay, story. Where are you, story? So the story, we already did some recap. I wanted to do. Okay, I did not do the recap properly, but we're supposed to. I suppose singly to do a check on the story, because we need to, or rather, I want to know, did I do the story, the milestone story drop properly, and see how much I missed. Yeah, that is also one key thing. And while we wait for that, I'm going to go through some of it. So for season 1, season 0, we have a few things. Okay, so I'm going to start with season 0. Let's see if I can remember anything. Yeah. So for season 0, a group of avatar going through a routine, eats the play, all right, then comes busting the arena, and this is basically the rescue story in a way, but it's, yeah, all right. So that part is a little bit wonky because I did not do a proper milestone story. So I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna say probably the whole entire season 0 is just one milestone story. I'm gonna put it this way. Yeah, so that is only one. Okay, I'm just gonna put a small little note on my Discord channel. Okay, so that's only one in 3 months. That's very, very bad. And then onwards, so March, April, so basically season 1, which is March, April. I think that's where it went wrong, right? Season 1. Because season 1 was messed up. Yeah, okay. So anyway, season 1, during the jump, and all right, questions, basically poke around. So season 1 is the ship crashing down. So that's where we get the ship drop. All right, so ship drop, and then the next, yeah, all right, so the ship drop. The next part is, did you manage to crash land or not? Wow, really? That's it? That's really a story? I think I went, yeah, okay, you know what? Fair enough. I went through a whole rewrite for season 1 and season 2's story. Wow, that's bad. Because if I were to go through some of the drops, unfortunately, I can't show the screen just yet. Let's see. Announcement. All right, so April season, Easter retro rocket is July. Wow, wow, really, I really dropped the ball on that. That's bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. All right. Okay, so I will do that. Cancel. Match. Copy. And there we go. Okay, so with what do you call this? Wow, really? Season one, season two was season zero, and season one was terrible in the build a story. Not say build a story department, the story milestone department. That's just bad, bad for me. But that also I had an excuse. Okay, I have a reason and it. What's wrong with my speech today? Yeah, I have a excuse for it. Technically, it's just a cop out. Okay. I was trying to rewrite the story in a way where it's a little bit more fun. I was trying to get my bearings right. Not say bearings. I was operating in a different mindset for the story. So maybe that's the reason why it's not say that's the reason. Maybe that's the reason. That's the reason why the story wasn't not say fleshed out. It was just yeah, it's just bad. Okay. The way I handled it, because I handled it the way I handled the build a story style, is that I instead of showing the what do you call this, the options before the story milestone, I was waiting. Like, okay, you know what? If it goes under the story milestone, if we don't hit the milestone, it gets a bad ending or a bad choice or whatnot. So yeah, I went through the whole entire rewrite and replan for it. So that's the only reason and excuse I have for being for having a shitty story progression. But then again, everything has been ironed out after the what do you call this? The rocket incident, I would call it. Okay, the escape. So that is good, right? So on one end, that is good. I just want to double check a few things. Make sure I have 3-story branch, and that's it. It's just mainly for my sanity's sake. Yep. Okay, back to the game at hand. I'm gonna play a 5-3. Gonna do a little. Ugh, I played a 5-3. It's hard for me to hit a 7 unless a 7-1. Yeah, 7-7. Yeah, it's too. It's yeah, I could not say I could not bluff my way in, but that's a very tough choice to go up against. Um, that's it. All right. Now, however, I can do this again. 5-8. Would 5-8 be a good play? I think it's alright. I can take the hit. Alright, gonna punch in. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. That's one of the main reason why, even though I have equal hand, I would try to, challenge. However, against Brichter or Deadly Diamond, now that's going to be a dangerous hand to challenge in general, but I will still have, you know what, I will still punch in, okay? I will still punch in. We're going to do a 4-1. 4-1, unfortunately, I have no hand to go up against. Counterflex. 6-7. 6-7. For those who do not know the meme. I need research, right? This 6-7 thing it's a new thing for me, and I lazy on the research, but it has been popping up quite some time. I'm gonna play 7-8. I think although I can do like a 7-3-ish. Ooh, gotcha. 15 damage to the face. Now I can cruise my way. Naturally, Lu say 6-7. Yeah, even Lou knows. I mean, I know the meme just a little bit, but I don't know the actual meaning. Like, what's the main meaning behind it? That's all, right? That's for me to research. I will try to look it up as best as I can. Okay, so with this, we don't really need to play anything fancy. We just ride the wave, in my opinion. We can just ride. Okay, Nemo Nemo will be the best choice to keep flexing, in my opinion. best choice because you are literally on lethal. So flex as much as you can and hope that I have a bad draw. That's about it. That's really, really it. Because I'm gonna ride it out. There's no reason to challenge. Yeah, no reason to challenge. So we're gonna play 3-4. We're gonna try to gauge whether it's an obvious flex. But the reason why I'm not gonna do it because yeah, just not gonna do it. 4-5. Okay, 4-5. I could close the game with a 6-6. I could. Oh, I could. I could. I can. I actually could play the 6-6. Ah, that's on one end, right? I could play the 6-6. All right. Next up, yeah, GG. GG. 6-6, 6-7, 7-8. Unless Nemo has 8-8s. GG. That's a lethal. 5-8. Wow. Actually, not bad. Not bad. Not bad for the closure. Not bad at all. Okay, Nemo 0, me uno. Okay, so we have that. Next up, we have Richter. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go up against Richter. Okay, so what else? And then, oh, we actually supposed to talk a little bit about Funko, right? All right, let's jump into Funko a little bit. Yeah, if not, I will just blabber nonsense. Okay, let's start off with Funko. So Funko has been a little bit in trouble. Okay, I'll definitely pull out some article for sure. No, this is the wrong code. And yeah, one of the news is they might file for bankruptcy. And one of the biggest reason is they are losing money. They are not earning. Now, is this because of Labubu? That's the question. Is it because of Labubu? Because Labubu has been popping out as the fun bit as well, right? It's a pun as well. Like Labubu is from Pop Mart, Pop Shop. Yeah, Pop Mart. Okay, that's Pop, and they have been popping off since the beginning of the year or somewhere in the beginning of the year. And maybe because of that, Funko has been dying. And one thing nice that Labubu did is they had okay. Before we go to that part, so because Labubu sales goes up, obviously money and people who are putting more attention to Labubu will definitely has less money for Funko. But then again, partially I don't think it's Labubu's not say fault, but I think half of the issue is from Funko themselves. Funko has reached oversaturation. I'm gonna say it straight. Yeah, Funko has reached oversaturation, and it is I won't say natural progression. I really want to challenge this hand. I really want to. It's not a 5. It's not a 5, okay? But I still challenge. It's not a 5. There we go. Yeah, that's the reason why I really want to challenge, but I could not. I could not. Yeah. Anyway, so Funko has reached oversaturation. That they put way too many. I should have folded. Looking at this hand, I was like, oh dang it, I should have folded previous hand. Okay. So Funko has reached oversaturation, and they have been in the comic book world we call it reprints. In the trading card world, we also call it reprints. And when you reach too much reprint of a same item, just color swap and whatnot, yeah, nobody's gonna be bothered. I can tell you that the collection value is gonna die down very, very fast. I will return the favor and play a 3-6. I want to play 6-3, but I'm gonna play 3-6. Okay, so yeah, oversaturation, simple as that. Then I don't think there's anything else left for. Not saying there's anything left, but Funko really needs to change their not saying their selling perspective, but they have been oversaturated. I'm gonna say straight up oversaturated, and maybe the price of Funko is getting too much, or maybe too much for people to be bothered. I don't know about that, okay? But I'm gonna bring up some article because we want to go through some of it, and we want to know one or two things as well. We want to know you better have an 8, Richter. If you want to challenge me, you better have an 8. I could have done a 1 check and get that. Yeah, that is clear cut, right? It's a 1 point challenge, and I will challenge, right? 5-7 literally will challenge. There is no reason for me not to challenge that hand. I could fold, but no, that's what you're gonna say. You better have an 8. Better have an 8. And I only can lick a little bit, right? Nah, no point. Let's go. No point. I want to play 6-7. 6-7 again. But no, there is yeah, I'm dead the next round anyway. Might as well just go for it. 1. 1. Unfortunately, Richter will go to 6-card city, so I only have 1 more hand to play. Let's see if I can stretch this hand. Most likely this hand's gonna be the ender. And that's it. That's about it. Okay, cool. So back to the topic at hand is 8. Oh wow. Yeah, go for it. Go for it. 8-8. Yeah, there is no reason for Victor not to play an 8. So GG. GG. So we're gonna score, and not say unfortunately, but unfortunately it's a 1 point challenge. Painful 1 point challenge, which is totally fine in my opinion. Yeah, fine by me. All right. So let's bring up the article because I need to always show the article whenever we are talking about news. That is a clear cut. All right. So let's bring up some news. Okay, so popular collectible company warns of Chapter 11 bankruptcy risk. So basically this is Funko. And let's see, leading toy collectibles issued a growing concern. Sales and net income has dropped sharply. There we go, sharply. With liabilities surging and demand demand? Damn? No. Surging and demand warning? What? Oh my goodness, I can't pronounce. All right, bankruptcy risk looms of company defaults on loans. Okay, so they take a lot of loans. All right, so that is kind of a bad part on the Funko side, unfortunately. And like I said, Funko has reached oversaturation, and it's reprints, color swap. I'm gonna blame their decision for putting so much reprints. It's just crazy. Yeah, there's not saying no reason, but there's no reason. There's really no reason for it. So there you go. Partially it's Funko's fault. The other part is because of Labubu's rise to fame. Basically Labubu pop off. Okay. All right, let's grab another article. So in this case, what we're gonna do is Funko makes shocking announcement about their pop culture company's future as Christmas approaches. Right, November 9, shelf in Toys R Us in the online collector store has been more. The Q2 lost $41 million. All right, but in their Q3 figures, losses were just under 1 million. This may have been a massive improvement. Okay, and 9.8 million profit in the same quarter. Let's see. The losses come in result in a year-on-year decline in profits. So 250 million versus still a lot of money. Like I think Funko really drops the bag. All right. That's that. Funko not giving up. That's cool. Christmas hit, but no, Funko really need to change a lot of things. Okay. Because they have so much IPs out there. That's probably one of the reasons why they get into debt a little bit faster than usual, because I don't know if they did take out loans to secure certain IP, but at the same time, certain IP they have been pushing out way too many toys. That is crazy. Yeah, way too many toys. I'm gonna say straight out. So, what about Labubu? All right, let's take a look at Labubu. And for those who do not know anything about these things, all right, so one of the collectibles out there is that went up and then crashed and never recover, right? For those who still remember, or for those who do not know, it is called Beanie Babies. Crazy. It went up, it soared like mad all the way to the top, and then everything just crashed. Nobody wants it. So people who over collected, people who overvalued, and not to say they did not lose, but it is the same problem as every trading card collectibles out there. The moment you over collect a certain set of stuff, and if not say if you did not get out, but if you did not stop collecting in a way, it just dies off. Yeah, you over collected, you overextended. Case and point, same goes with crypto as well. Same goes with NFT as well. You overextended, that's it. That's it. That's really, really it. So that's the reason, one of the biggest reason why I only want to focus more just how do I put it this way? Certain pro and no. Let me rewind a little bit. And also because certain price point for all this collection is just ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna say straight up, some of the price point is ridiculous. One main reason is like Labubu. I'm not even bothered with Labubu. Hello. Okay, you know what? This website is messing up for me right now. All right, characters. Because I can't load a lot of things. The monsters. All right. So before we do anything, so Labubu is from Pop Mart, and Pop Mart has a lot of different designs slash characters. So in a way, it's I think most of them, if not all of them, like most of them is under their own. Basically, it's their own IP. So if they were to not say accidentally, they know what to do, right? In a way, whether would they oversaturate or not. So, like for example, Labubu right now is hot, right? And everything costs like what? $31 over here, $27 here. Do note this is in Canadian dollars. And we have so many things out here. For now, they are in the, I would call it the honeymoon period of collectibles. Like crazy. Why would I want to pay so much? And there's another one over here. It's like 400. No, big no. I'm not bothered. And Labubu is just way too expensive in general. I'm not. Yeah, I don't really care. Let's see what else. We do have the collection series. Now, the only good part about Labubu right now is how they sell. Most people they go for the blind box part, and this is not say predatory, but this is the case in point. People like blind box for some reason, right? Like look at the price tag. But this is a box. If I'm not mistaken, this is a box price rather than a single price point. So let me double check. All right, so I'm gonna click this guy, and we want to see how much. Okay, why so serious? A series vinyl plush pendant blind box. Is it one box or is it a set? Because if it's a set, then $60 is actually not bad. All right. Polyester, don't care. Do difference matter? Product details. Didn't say anything. No, they didn't say whether it's a full box or not. I'm gonna call it. All right. If it's one item, $60 is rubbish. I'm not bothered with that. But I have a feeling. And then we have secret edition. Yeah, this is clear cut. I'm not say predatory, but this is the typical loot box syndrome. I'm gonna call it. Okay. Yeah, single box, one figure, whole set. The whole set contains 8 blind boxes. Products. Nope. Okay, we don't care about this. Don't care. And at the same time, I think, all right, on one end, by looking at the pictures, I think Labubu, I'm not say Labubus, but the Labubus from Pop at least it feels a little bit more than just a vinyl, right? You get at least some fabric, some stuff, at least some interesting designs over there. So, you know what? On one end, great. They did something a bit more. I think it gives a little bit more attraction and value. Can I use the word value? Yeah. No duplicates if picking from the same. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let me research this a little bit. Quite unfamiliar with these things. That's cool, Lou. This is something that I've dig up a little bit due to the problem on the Funko side. Now, back then I kind of like to collect Funko and whatnot, and at the same time I mean a lot of all this Labubu stuff has been popping into my social feed as of late. Okay, one of it is the hype. Yeah, the hype is just way too much, which is crazy. Okay, so we have a game. Oh, so fast we have a game? I thought we don't have a game. I thought we are done. I thought we are done. Daily Buddha is waiting for me. Yeah, that's one reason why I didn't want to switch the screen, but I just have to talk. It is a hot topic. Hot topic for the day. Okay, so now with that, yeah, no, I'm gonna say that Funko really dropped the ball because they basically overprinted. They overprinted a lot of what do you call this? Reprints, I would call it. Reprints. So nothing much we could do over on that department. Would I get flexed? No. 6-8. 6-8. Alright, now we can set a tone for this match. I'm gonna put a pin on the Funko and stuff. We're gonna do a closure remark and my opinions why Funko is really, even though they are not losing a lot of money, but why they are dying. Yeah. Okay, so we are going up against Deadly Diamond. Now, the problem is Deadly Diamond will get a lot of high-end cards, or Deadly Diamond will play lots of high-end hand as best as, yeah, as best. So the problem with this hand is I could not go up against. I'm going to put a 1 check, and if it's a 3, I will call out. 6, oh no, by 1 point, by 1 point. By 1 point. Oh no. Oh no. 6-7. I'm gonna chip the health with 6-7. 6-7. That will be the meme for the night. I'm gonna chip my opponent's health by 6-7. 1, you're gonna go nowhere. You're not gonna call my hand out as well. That's the problem. That's also another problem. That's also another problem. Terrible. Terrible. Alright, so we played 6-7. Daily Diamond played a 1 and a 4. I have, yeah, let's go for full on flex mode, right? 1-6 is just not gonna cut it. We'll play 1-6. We'll play 1-6. 3-3 punch in. Oh, okay. I lost. I was counting. It's like, where did he went? Oh, okay. Yeah. If I played 2, 2 would have equalized it. 2 would have equalized it. Don't play 4-1. Don't play 4-1. Another high hand. Daily Diamonds at lethal zone if I play flex. So yeah, might as well just play a flex. It's like a no-brainer for me. Like might as well just go up in blaze. And in this case, I managed to chip some more damage. Cha-ching. Cha-ching. Can I play 7? No, next hand have to be a... Ooh. Let's do a trap. I want to do a flex, okay? Personally, I want to do a flex. 7-8? Show me. Show me 7-8. 2? There we go. Yeah, I did say against Daily Diamond, we definitely need to hit harder. And that's it. GG. Unfortunately, first hand 8, Oh no, it's one of the hand that I challenged, the one with the 1 1 6. Yeah. 1 1 6 was the hand that's like, okay, you know what? That's why did I go and challenge? Oh no, alright, I didn't say that hand. The hand I was not say tempting for a 3 3, but I was, yeah, no, I didn't say, right, because I was saying, like, I was about to say, it's like that hand is highly unlikely it's gonna be a 3 3. It feels like a much more oomph, but then it's a 3 5. I'm like, oh, that low. That low. Yeah, I was expecting more on that hand. It's either that or 3 3. Yeah, I won't say I was betting on the 3 3. I was like, come on, show me a 3 3 instead. Which I highly, yeah, no, I was thinking like a 3 8, 3 8, 3 7. That's the reason why I was surprised. Like 3 5. That's it. 3 5. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that is that. All right. Okay. So as a closure remark, not say remark for the Funko situation, but I think as a closure for the Funko situation, I think it's very, very clear cut. Funko has oversaturated the market with Funkos. As a lot of years has passed, there wasn't any direct competitor. And then with the recent pop, yeah, the recent pop from the Labubus or in general Pop Mart, no, it's just Labubus. Suddenly Labubus like not even art. So it's a very weird. I would call it I think it's the shift of pop culture. Yeah. These things are very, very hard to predict. I'm gonna say straight up. Nobody can predict. Nobody knows that Labubu suddenly just spurged up a lot. However, there is a very interesting history lessons. Beanie Babies. All right, I'm gonna use Beanie Babies as one of the key point because Beanie Babies. I think how long did they survive? That's the reason why I want to put up Beanie Baby. Okay, how long? How long? How long did it last? Okay, yes. How long? Yeah, did it last? Okay. So in my opinion, I think it's about 2 to 3 years. All right. So the original Beanie Babies craze peaked at 1997 and their decline after 1999. Although they were more introduced during 2000s, okay, the demand and value plummeted. The market crashed alongside with dot-com bubble. Okay, so according to history, some of all these, I won't say niche collectibles, all these doll collectibles, they have their curve. So Beanie Babies was 2 years. Funko, surprisingly, it did last longer. Yep, it did last longer, but as every year as they inch forward, they will probably, I won't say crash, but they definitely will wind down. And surprisingly, it is this year, right? This year, Labubus just shoot way up. And at the same time, okay, at the same time, I think Labubus has a little bit more, not to say value in a way. I'm not going to use value, but what I'm going to use is it has a little bit more, how do I call this? Uh, it feels a little bit nicer to hold. I haven't seen the real product, but looking at the material and whatnot, it feels that there are more, I would say, visual feature to look at. And that's that. And at the same time, all right, so I found out the price because of the recent pop off. Okay, unfortunately, their price tag is way too expensive. Way too expensive. Yeah, it's about $30 per box. Let me double check. So let me try to add one to cart and just see. Okay, so buy multiple. Yeah, it says right, buy multiple boxes. Oh no, one box 60. One box about $60 Canadian dollars. Yeah, no. I again, but I think because how the price point is, so less people not say less people collect. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is a very interesting thing. I think I'm going to put a pin. We're going to end with this, okay? All this collectible stuff, we want to take a look and we want to reevaluate a few things. And that is the supply and demand, number one, and the scarcity of a certain edition. That's it. And I can safely say this, all right? Blind box compare, so people prefer blind box more than like what Funko has been doing. So if Funko has blind box, maybe, and I know they do have some blind box here and there, okay, but if Funko have blind box as in the tried and true typical predatory blind box like this, all right, especially with scarcity like yeah, 1 in 40, right, 1 in 80 type of thing. Obviously I think Funko, does Funko have 1 of 1? No. The closest thing to this type of blind box is the one that they did on wax, and I think that's a very nice thing. However, I think the price point, it makes not much people want to collect, and I think not because the price is the issue, it's the value of the, yeah, this thing is tough. Okay, I have nothing else to say about this because I even don't understand what makes people to collect certain things a little bit more than other stuff. I don't have an answer. It's just one of those pop culture shift from time to time. And I'm gonna end with that. There are some things we cannot predict at all. Okay, that's for sure. But at the same time, for every downfall, somebody, basically something is replacing. And in this case, the reason why Funko is going down is because of the Labubu craze. That's it. What would replace Labubu? I don't know. We will have to see what's next. And guess what? Labubu is not the first product from Pop Mart. That's for sure. Pop Mart has been doing this for a few of their things already. They have a lot of other stuff. So for example, let's see, new arrivals, no trending, all products. Let's go to all products. So they have more than just that, right? They have more than just Labubu. They have other stuff. They even have Disney. So yeah, interesting, pretty interesting for sure. Okay, even Teletubbies, nice, nice. But their price tag, no. And they have an app about something something. I think you can track your Labubus via an app. News and feature, accessories, no, characters, category, blind boxes. Yeah, so that's a blind box figurine. No. I want to I really want to know what app are they talking about. Yep. Pack shake pop now. No. Yeah, so these are the price per box. Yeah, I couldn't get in. I will not get in. To top it off, I will not get in. Maybe I should not use the word never because maybe I just want to try out one for the fun of it. Okay, you know what? At the moment, I'm not bothered. I'm gonna say I'm not bothered. Okay, cool. So that's that. And now we're gonna move on to, oh no, as a closure, right? As a closure, it is a culture. It is a pop culture shift. That's it, right? That's it. Now we want to know how long can Labubu last? According to history, Beanie Babies is 2 years. Funko, I would say give or take. I would say Funko. Actually, Funko has been holding on quite long. Okay, you know what? Funko has been holding on quite a while. Easily 5 to 6 years. Yeah, easily 5 to 6 years. I'm not so sure about 10 years. Because it doesn't feel like 10 years. It feels like there's a craze for a short period of time. And I think there's only a very handful of IPs. Number one, obviously, is Star Wars, right? There is a short period of time. Star Wars is like the super craze for Funko, and obviously, it still is in a way. Disney, I'm not so sure about Disney. Actually, I'm not so sure about other collection, but they do have a lot of IP. Right? I do give props to Funko because not say every time, so the reason why they managed to hold on for quite some time is they managed to get a lot of IPs out there, but that's also another problem. You can only rely the IP that much. Okay, cool. So with that, Now let's move on to the game. Okay, so I'm gonna show off a little bit because we have a game and it is gonna be playable for everyone. And ta-da! All right, so oh no, you know what? Let me refresh this so that I bring you from start from top to bottom. Whew. Okay, so the game is playable. The game will be not say will be playable online. It will be online. Not say online. It will be. You can play it online, and because one of the big reason is I could not find a nice way to actually send the file to you. Yeah, to you. The problem is not because of the files. No, the problem is not because actually the problem is the file size. Ugh, dang it, dang it. All right, so we have a proper title already. It's called Abe's Island Adventure. Okay, so I'm gonna reset, and then we're gonna. So we have all the settings. We can play. So everything is here. All right. For now, everything is all on development mode. So a lot of things is still not say in progress, work in progress, but most of them are placeholders. At the same time, no, not say placeholders. Most of the stuff is already in the game visual wise, but there are still some placeholder to replace. For example, the buff and whatnot. All right, avatar stats. Probably I need to change the not say change, need to, what do you call this? Improve the UI just a little bit more. So that's that. All right, sweet, everything is working. Let's go to the farming island. Unfortunately, I'm still trying to figure out why the loading in between stage is so slow. It is much slower than what I like it to be. So that's that. Yeah, so everything's working. The mini game is working. Not enough wood. Mini game is working. Nice. Okay, gonna do this one more time. And then up. Right. All right, gain resources. Sweet, everything is good. All right. And then now we go back to the main island. Main island. There we go. We have one issue already, and this is it. And yeah, there's a lot of things I still need to fix in a way. So I'm trying to figure out what's going up. I already replaced the ring. Now we have at least a much more, I would say, primitive ring. So that's cool. All right, now we go back to no, not menu. Escape, and then when we escape, when we go back here, again, something is wrong. I don't know what's happening, so I need to figure out what's happening. All right, I don't have an answer. So these are the few things I need to fix, which is slightly annoying. Now, if I were to refresh, so I'm gonna run the game, and if I were to start it from scratch, surprisingly, it fixes, air quote, because there are a few things I believe it's, it's oh, ha! Why did it go back to level 1? That's not supposed to happen. No. No. Alright. Anyway, that's as much as I want to show. So at least we have something in progress. So we have until next end of the month. I'm trying to get at least this build out, and at the end of the month, at least then we have one more month of polishing, optimization, maybe add some last minute content, and I'll put it this way, okay? So for the things that you have earned, for example, the one of ones, I am questioning, do you want it to be in the game? Aha. That's the question. But then at the same time, there will be also other questions as well, like because the 101 is yours, what are like the commercial rights and whatnot. So that's a whole nother thing that I need to iron out. I already have a short description of those things, and probably I'll present it after the game goes live. At least the first build, all right? At least the first build goes live. So there it is. All right, cool. Yeah, say, look, now it works. Now it works. So what happened? I don't understand. I really don't understand. Okay, now it works. Ugh, makes no sense. Right? Build, build, go here, and then we go back here. Hopefully it breaks. If it doesn't break, I don't know how to explain. Okay, I really don't know how to explain. All right. Okay, so that is that for this. Now, do we have anything else? Oh, okay, it did, it did. Yeah, it did. So I need to figure out what's happening. Okay, so what we can do, since I'm making this game, we can actually check it in a way. So we're gonna do a quick little 10-minute debug and let's see how far I can go. Okay, so that is that. Oof, that's a lot of talkity talk. Talkity talk, yeah. Like I said, a lot of things I don't understand what's happening. It's really it is annoying because on testing stage it really works, but maybe I'm severely wrong. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. I need to prepare a little bit, so I'm gonna just play the game first. All right. Game has been played. Let's see what stuff do I need to load. I need to load this script. Do I have my script turned on? No, I don't have the script turned on. Ah. All right, turn on the script just for now. We want to replicate the issue as best as we can. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Because I think I build, go here. Even this also loads super slow, so I need to figure out what's happening as well on one end. Oh wait, done. Harvest. Done. Oh, why did I cancel? Okay, gain resource. Up, left. All right, gain resource. Click you again. Done. All right, and then go back. Go back. There we go. There we go. Replicate. I can replicate straight away. Good. Good. Okay, now what we want to do is I want to put a few checks over here. And I think I found the reason. Index out of range. Okay. So the culprit is this guy. Load building. Okay. But what triggers this? Debug log. What triggers this? That's the question. Game check. Name. Okay. I want to know. I want to know, but at the same time, this is not. All right. It says here. Okay. Yes. No. 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 We want to go for building status instead. No. Okay, there we go. And then plus. All right. No need plus. No need to string. Okay, there we go. And let's get on with it. We want to know where it triggers as well. So that's the reason why I want to do this check. And hopefully we can do a little bit of debugging live. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. But after this, it's going to be, like I said, if we manage to get this part fixed and it is polished, smooth. I really lost a lot of words today. That's not cool, yo. Basically, if it fixed, if it performs flawlessly on on each IO. Yeah, actually, okay, how do I call it this way? Because technically not online, but you need to go into a website, so it's playable on web. Playable on web. And that is also a huge milestone for me. So, and this is gonna say that, hey, you know what? I can put more games over here. Okay. Yeah. So the problem is the building itself. Okay. So we go to the next part. We don't care about everything else. Next up, we go back. Okay. So the problem happens here when we load to wherever we're supposed to load, and then when we load back in, it straight away goes error, and the error is out of range error exactly here, which means we already failed this line. So that means this line is a problem. So next up, what we want to do is we want to check this line instead. And then we want to know, because here says save data, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So it's basically on the loading side, new game setup, load data. Load data. Let's put a safety over here. Okay. How do we load? So for here, awake, and then it's so obviously once we do our new game setup will save the game. Load data should load the game. Load game. Okay, so before we do the next part, because we also want to go through another part, a new, yeah, delete data, new game setup, load data. What about continue? Continue, load scene, nothing else. Okay, another way to actually check this is let's see where did it call out. All right, so we have a first call up here, load data. So on start, yeah, after new game save, we should load the data outright. Load data. Okay, so there's two load datas over here. We need to load the game. Okay, and I think that's about it. All right, at least two, yeah, only two parts. Ugh. Okay, cool. Now let's go back to here. Hopefully we don't double load. In general, we should not double load. But I had to be sure. Okay, play game. And all this is because I have to switch a different save system, okay? Yeah, not because of not say I didn't fix this problem, but because I changed the system last week. No, not last week. On Tuesday, all of these new issues, not say pop up. Okay, seems all right to me. Built. All right, so if there's no buildings, things are okay. Now, what if we have buildings? Same problem. All right, same problem. At here. Okay, that is a yeah, I'm gonna show you this. Yeah, so it's here. Now this is gonna be a little bit interesting because I want to check my save data as well, my save file, and this is because of the save file in my opinion, because we are doing a different save file. That's interesting. Okay, that's interesting. We see more stuff over here. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check one, not say check one more time. We're gonna test it out. Play. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a okay. Data is not okay for all right, not loaded. Reset. I'm gonna reset everything and then play. Okay, so now next is if I were to build. Interesting. Interesting. Don't tell me I have to rewrite. So the problem is not because of this. The problem is... Oh, interesting. Okay, so definitely not your problem now. Save. I'm going to try to debug as best as I can. I'm going to give myself 15 minutes. Yeah, 15 more minutes, although I don't feel like doing it. Because my brain is not working. It's becoming mushy. But no, I need to do it. All right, I will try my best to try to solve it as best as I can. Because I think this one needs a little bit more time. Not to say because I need more time, but I think I need to figure out a way to no, I think I need to rewrite. That's the problem. I think I need to rewrite. Okay, good. This is working. Okay, so now the problem is every time I try to build a building, it adds more. It keeps adding in. So there we go. All right, thank you, Victor, for tuning in. Yep, so it's here. It's here. Not load data. Actually, not this problem. The problem is here. Building, building, building. Save building data. Okay, there we go. So now we want to change the rule just a little bit. Because this is operating on an older, not say older, it's like I'm using JSON, so it's easier to do all this thing, but because now I change it, so probably I need to fix this part. Every time a building is built, we save, okay? Save game. But before we do any save game, what we need to do is bool create save false. All right, so this is status. All right, so the first problem is this section over here, right? Save spots. So what we're gonna do is single player save file, save spot count -1. Okay, so that is one key problem. So what we want to do is we want to rewrite this a little bit. I'm gonna write save building data. Okay, and we're gonna double check one very critical information. Yep, I need to do one critical information because we want to know if this string is existing or not, if it's null or not. That's the problem. Okay, so I need to add one more parameter in the save system. Yeah, this is a save system, save file. So this part over here, it gets lost in translation, which is something that I have to put an extra thing. All right, so what do? Save spot count. Okay, this is mainly for a extra parameter. Unfortunately, I have to do this. I really have to do this. It makes things a little bit easier. Of course, I would test it on the new on the save system that I've built so far because it needs to work back and forth. Okay. So here. Let me double check one thing. So it's under save file. Okay, I need to revisit this. So I need to write in a way where I can revisit. Building. All right, so what we want to do is if it's 0, we want to automatically save. We want to automatically create a save if we don't want to use this method. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to buildings. No. Save file. Save JSON. All right. Save game. No. Here. Before we do anything. Where is my major? First go for an adventure. No. Save game. Button start continue. Back to title. All right, cool. So it's all the way up here. Okay, all the way up here. There we go. If it's not a total, delete all, and then we load game. And obviously I did put, there we go. If we don't have single player save, have character save. All right, so basically this will create a save file. New game. All right, so new game setup. Now what we want to do is we want to use this line. And we want to go all the way to new game. This is without, okay, I don't want to use this. I want to see if I can work this out in a different way without rewriting a lot of things. Load data, no, not load data. There we go. New game setup, before we save game. Save game. Before we do anything, farming. Buildings. If, okay, if this is false, this is just a, okay. Now what we want to do is we want to create empty slots for the building to refer to, which is here. Yeah, which is under here. That way we don't need to overwrite too many things. Because this is using the old, the JSON save system. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this portion. And I'm going to paste here. So basically just instead of rewriting the code, I'm putting a new code. Create save, single player at global. Yes, we don't need this line. We don't need this line. Single player. Huh. Oh. Yeah. What am I doing? We straight away only have one line. That is this line. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Set empty container perimeter. Okay, so basically it will generate this straight away rather than going through this portion. That's the reason why I put that. Yeah, and it has to do it before the first save file is created, or rather a new save file. For every time we create a new save file, this has to happen. All right, new game setup, straight up. All right, sweet. Oh, and I forgot to change. No, I was so in the zone. All right, just to do a little recap, basically we add this small little line over here instead of rewriting a lot of things. So this is to tell the save system to say, please create empty building slots. That's it. Yeah, just a few lines of code. Oh boy, I've been, yeah. So because at first I want to change the save system, add some parameters on the save system file instead, but no, we just add a few more lines to say, please create automatically. Yeah, just create automatically when we create a new save file. That way it will not mess up a few things. Reset, 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 and straight away we got an issue. And the issue is here. The issue is here. Okay, no, I don't think I can fix this right now. Yeah, it says object reference not set to instance or of an object. Why? What? How? What? Oh, so many questions. Do I need to do it manually? Do I rate? No, no, I don't want to do manually. I want to do it as auto as I can. Okay, let's. I'm gonna figure this out a little bit more. If buildings. Oh, okay. So we have one small issue, and that is this building count. So what we can do is 2. Ah, that's the problem. This is the problem. I want it to be a bit more dynamic, so I need to revisit this script, and it needs a rewrite. I have no better. I have no other better way of saying it. I need a rewrite. But first, we need to make sure this works. First thing first, we need to make sure this works. Okay, I think that's the reason why it's not working again. Huh? This is odd. This is very, very odd. Wow, no. It still gives the error. The error still points to here. Single save file, single player data save spots, which is this, save spots, and then building list, right? Building list, 0. Wow. Wow. This is rubbish. Save file. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, clearly this is not working. I will do the rewrite. I will do the rewrite. Okay. Building. Okay, there is one small problem as well though, but not a big deal right now. Okay. Building save spots. Alright. Okay, then we need to copy to this. We need to copy to this guy because we want to save. Where is my player press? Yeah, there we go, to this guy. We also want to check. Oh no, we don't need to check over here. Okay. All right, so save, check and load, save, read slot and build. Yeah, there we go. Building count. Building count. I already have a building count? Huh. I already have a building count over here. No? We do, yeah, we do have a building count. Okay, good. That makes things a little bit simpler. We need to put this into here. Yep. Saving is now. New list, create. Single player dots. Yep, building. No, since we already saved Yeah, since we already saved, we don't need to do this anymore. It's just loading. Populate data. There we go. Under here, save spots equals this guy. Get count. All right, saves. No. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's it. All right. So it looks like I don't need to rewrite as much as what I think I should be rewriting. So first thing first, let's do a quick check. Yeah, because I not say I knew, but I did put one extra perimeters for safety, and I think that's the reason why I need to rewrite. Yeah, regardless, I need to rewrite. Okay, okay, fair enough. Regardless how it goes, I need to rewrite. Okay, build. Okay, once we build, we should see at least the building save data. All right, build spot 2. Good. So that is the most important thing. And the next thing is, unfortunately, the save spots is getting overwritten too much. So that's a bad thing. That's the reason why we need to fix this part here. Down here. Okay. And it will go exactly save building. All right, so create save. Yeah, all right, sweet. False. But why is it true? The question is, we should not create this. Let me double check a few things. Let me double check. Reset. No, no, no. Huh. This is annoying. Okay, you know what? Let's do different. Let's do a little bit different. Let's put you here. Okay. And then we're gonna add another one. This is gonna be a sloppy code. I don't like this, personally. Sloppy coding is bad. So we're gonna go for you. Instead of using save spots, we're gonna use a new perimeter that we have added. Building save spots. And then we're gonna do this. Now the only difference is we don't need to above 0. The only difference is we don't need it's created. No, not created. Save data clear, save spots clear. Okay, this is slightly annoying. Okay, no, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's keep the original line. Or this. Yep. Then we don't need this line. Let's see if it still errors out. Let's see, it still errors out. And at the same time, because I need to double check if it, yeah, I think the reason why it errors is because it creates too much element. So I need to make sure it doesn't create any more new elements per click. Okay. Reset, play. Okay. Double check my save spot. Click, build, check, click. Oh, it adds. It adds. Why? Why do you add? Why? Why? So the problem is not. Oh no, it's worse than I thought. It's worse than I thought. Okay. Problem is by clicking these guys. Oh, I have to tear down the script just a little bit. Alright, so building. Okay, so when we build, not you, building, oh no, not you, I need building manager. Okay, so before we do anything, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch back to total new game. We're gonna do the normal save system because I want to double check, and then after that I think that's it. I don't spend too much time debugging it live because it's gonna be not so great. Build. Okay, so the normal build works. Okay, the normal perimeter works, which is fantastic. That means the code, the intended code for this is 100% working. Okay, the next question is the next part. So instead of, okay, so we need this guy. And I'm just gonna cancel save first, just for testing. I'm gonna add a perimeter. Save. Check. Okay. That's it. Not too much. So we're gonna go here and then instead of rewriting, yeah, just put a check because we want to use the next portion, and that is the next data. Okay, good. Original save, and I believe the original save, the JSON save script is much more superior in many ways because it's much easier to write at point and case. Ugh. Okay, now next we're gonna use the new game save, or rather the new game save, the alternative, and I want this to work. Click you, build. Okay, sweet. Clear everything. Now we select this guy. Now if we press build, okay, it technically worked. Technically it worked. So what happened? Okay, so what happened over here is during save game, save system, go all the way. Save game is very straightforward. Yes. Player pref save game. And player pref save game. Get we want to get count. All right. So yeah, like I said, I don't go through too long. It's gonna be debugging is gonna take a long time. That's for sure. So I'm gonna give myself another 7 more minutes, and I will call it a night. Okay, click you, build. Oh no, what am I doing? No. I need to turn on the save. Yeah, okay. Okay, good. Click you, build. All right. So 201. All right, cool. 201. Next is if I click this guy now, it immediately loads. It immediately loads. Okay, so that is our first issue. It immediately loads. So why did it happen? Let's double check. Click you, build, right? Click, click, click. Yes, okay. All right, found, narrowed down the issue a little bit more, which is good, which is under building manager. So I'm gonna grab building manager because that's the only explanation left. Okay, so the problem is because it keeps on loading stuff, and that is bad. Okay, so so we need to put one extra perimeter to say please don't load it anymore. All right, and that is here. Show built building. No, not this. Let me go through it. All right, show buildings. Have building. Blind spot. No. Build spot. Building. No. Buff check. No. Show building build. No. Direct build. Buff check select. Buff check selected building to build. No, we haven't passed that yet. It already puts up error. Button back. Oh dear. Not here. That if it's not on the building build, that means it's on what do you call this? Clickable items. Okay, load. Go farming, go home, click item, clicker, no combo, slider, refill, build spot, there we go. Build spot, show buildings. No, that's it. It says show buildings. Build manager, show buildings. Have building, no building, can build. So direct build. Huh. Interesting. It's one or the other. Yeah, if it's a build spot. Click item, get component item. Yeah, no. If this is a building spot, then building manager show buildings. Okay. Show buildings. Have building, no. Because if it's have building, it doesn't trigger. So this part I know it's clear. Fetch building. This is building. No. Have building is building built. Okay, yeah. No. Since it doesn't trigger anything. Can build. Direct build. Set direct building. Huh. This is no fun. Alright, so building, under building. Yeah, almost time's up. Direct building. Set direct building. Alright, so when we set, no. Very weird. Very weird. There should be one part where it starts to load the resources, and I think I just want to double check. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, it's this guy over here. Not say this guy, but the moment I click you, it loads, which we want to avoid that. That's not good. Okay, another thing I can think of, since I cannot find that thing, what I can think of is population data. Okay, cool. We might need to do a hard set. For example, here. Okay, if all right, cool. Get count done. Next up is we also want to double check and get count, get building spot count. If we don't this part we don't really go single player, but what we want to do is we want to fetch. Oh, doesn't work that way, right? Dang it. One crucial thing is missing over here. One very crucial thing. Build spots. Wow. Okay. You know what? Let's do a hard code. And get count cannot be over. No. No. That's correct. That's correct. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sweet. That's it. And we need to put a hard stop. So it's under save. For now, this is just a temporary hack. If building count is over 0 and building count is under 2. Because I couldn't find the script that triggers the save, and we are out of time already. So I'm gonna just put a temporary hack over there. And I don't like to do it. And I'm gonna say this straight, okay? The moment I go offline, I will miraculously find within like 15 minutes in general, which is hilarious. Okay, click U. Now I need to go to my save file. Okay, so now obviously I built the first building, doesn't really matter. And it says error. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm done. That's all for today. I did waste a little bit more time. Unfortunately, that's half an hour of just trying to debug stuff, and I failed. We are so close, so close! And the reason why I'm putting this weird debugging requirement, not say requirement, the reason why I don't want to rewrite too much is because it's working on the JSON script. That's the thing. Right now, I'm actually not say reverse engineer, but I'm reverse writing, because things that already work, I don't want to change. Yes, it sounds weird, it sounds too much effort, it sounds something that I've taken up for myself, but that's how it is. With that, for those who are watching on Twitch and or Kick, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place, 9 p.m. PT time. And last but not least, for those who are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and have this channel go. Until then, see you, my friends. Oof. Oh my goodness. I really need to get this done, and I am very, very tired. It's one of those days, okay.